Stop doubting yourself. Honestly, it's the most pointless thing ever. You keep on trying and trying and trying, and then deleting or pausing or stopping or giving up and not putting 100% effort in, and putting it off. And that is something I do as well all the time. And as I speak, when I make this video, I've tried this 10 times and I've doubted that I'm going to be able to express myself correctly because it just won't come out right, and then people will click out, and I'm doubting if I say it right, so I keep on deleting and keep on retrying. And I want to talk about why that is so pointless and stupid, even though I'm doing it myself right now. And I feel like it's something really interesting to talk about because I struggle with it myself, and I feel like most people who click on this video are most likely struggling with it. Because recently I put out a video talking about myself. I haven't even introduced myself yet, and basically I'm icy, I'm a failed content creator, haven't done that much. I thought I couldn't achieve anything. I doubted my first video would even succeed, and then somehow out of nowhere it got 2,000 views, and I couldn't believe it, and all the comments. And now after posting that video, I've ended up doubting that this video is going to succeed, and thinking I can't top that, I can't do this, I can't say the right stuff, and it's led me to doubt myself again. And recently I was wanting to make a video like just talking or playing a game, and I just couldn't. I carried on thinking it won't be good enough, it won't top what I did previously. But in that video previously, I doubted that was going to even be good enough. And I'm trying to go somewhere with this, but I'm kind of just going on a tangent. But when I was putting off this video, I started scrolling through YouTube, and I saw this YouTube short. Usually I try and keep off that stuff because it's just a waste of time, but it was by Kobe Bryant. He was in an interview, and they were talking about struggling with doubt. And he said, basically, it's a waste of time, because either way you're going to have to do it, and if you don't do anything you're going to fail, and if you do something, yeah, you might fail, but you might actually end up successful.
What doubts do you have about yourself internally?
It's not, I've never, doubt is such a strange thing. I mean, it's, you know, there'll be times where you succeed and there are times that you fail. So wasting your time doubting whether you're going to be successful or not is pointless. It is. I mean, you just put one foot in front of the other, you control what you can't control, and then you see what the outcome is, right? If you win, great, you're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey over again. If you lose, it sucks, but you're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey all over again anyway.
And either way, you're going to have to keep doing it, and eventually you might get better. But if you don't do anything, you're never going to get any better. And that's what I've been struggling with recently, and I wanted to basically tell anyone why it's the most pointless thing ever, because I've been trying to record this video and I've been thinking I'm not good enough with edits, it's not going to come out right, and it kept on questioning myself in my head because I haven't used Adobe Premiere in so long and haven't done all these certain things, and I'm opening it up again, I'm like looking at the programs, I'm like, I don't know how to do it. But then I just started doing it, and I think that is such a true thing. Like right now, if you're watching this and you're thinking in your head, I can't do it, it's not working, I can't do anything, I'm doubting if I'm able to do it, I'm questioning it, what happens if it doesn't turn out right, what happens if I don't do this? It doesn't matter, just fucking do it, bro. It doesn't matter, because if you fail, so what? Who cares? Honestly, yeah, maybe, I don't know, 10, 100, 1,000, who fucking cares? But in the big picture of things, like how many people in the world, it doesn't matter if you fail, because you can just keep, most likely, in most circumstances, you can try again. With me, I've been questioning my editing, and like if I upload this video, it's going to fail. But who cares? In the biggest picture of things, it doesn't matter. And it ended up my self-doubt causing me not to upload in a week, because I carried on putting it off and playing video games and not doing stuff, like, and just saying, oh, I can't do this. And then after seeing that video, I just thought in my head, this is something that I actually struggle with. In my head, I've been putting off all the time saying, I don't struggle with self-doubt, I don't have a problem with it. And I ended up realizing after watching my last video, I doubt myself all the time, because at my old job I doubted I was ever good enough at that, even though they offered me a pay rise. And then when recording that video, I doubted anybody would watch it. I thought it'd max, and I mean maximum, get 100 views, and then it ended up getting 2,000, and every single person who commented, it was insane. just blew my mind up. And now making this video, I'm doubting that anyone will ever want to watch this, just because I'm a mess. And that is majority because I'm trying to be genuine. As someone commented, they liked the video because I was trying to be genuine and be as open and honest as I can. And I struggle with that because it's just laying yourself bare. There's no little act, there's no little YouTube voice, there's none of that. Like, I'm just being 100% real and talking about my problems, because I doubt I'm able to talk right or pace myself or talk about anything correct. And I wanted to explain why it's the most pointless thing ever. And maybe it might not come off as a good example because this doesn't get any views, but I think in some ways that comes off as a better example, because it shows that I failed, but I can go again. And if I get more views, it just shows how even more stupid those little niggles in your head are, that you think in the back of your head, I'm not going to achieve this, I'm not good enough. Because that's what I thought when I made my first video, and then it got 2,000 views. And I thought when I started learning to edit, people said, oh, you're useless. And I used to go freelance, and I ended up questioning myself that I was ever good enough, because I listened to people that know nothing. And I watched a video not so long ago talking about a football manager, and this is slightly off topic, but it's still talking about self-doubt. And it was about something, we have like football fantasy in the UK, and I think it's like Dream League, and each player's rated individually, and these players sometimes look at these things, like these professional players, and they end up doubting themselves. And this is what this football manager called Sean Dyche said in an interview, and he said, they don't know you, these guys work behind a desk, they don't see you day in, day out. Like, how can they rate you, like your skills or how good you are with that, when they have no qualification at all, and how pointless it is? And I think that just shows, it's kind of, I haven't explained that very well, but I'm trying to say is, you only know yourself, you only know what you're capable with. If you start believing in yourself and deep down believe you can achieve something, you've got a much higher chance of achieving it than if you don't believe and you're half-arsing your attempt. And I'll be honest, even now I feel like I'm half-arsing it. I feel like I could have done better, but I don't want to restart it. This is my 10th time trying to record this audio. I've been sitting here for like an hour in front of this microphone, and I'm hoping now this message will reach some people and they will understand what I'm saying. The reason I doubted myself was because when I was younger, I failed a lot, and I had a lot of people laugh at me about what I did as a kid, because I did YouTube when I was younger, and I remember people saying, you won't get 10 subscribers, you won't do this. And I carried on editing and I carried on doing stuff, and people are always going to question what you do, and that's going to end up eating into your mind sometimes. And for me, that caused me to doubt myself for the rest of my life about anything I do. And even now it still affects me. And you shouldn't listen to these people. That's basically what I'm trying to say, and how this is the most pointless thing, and why you shouldn't doubt yourself. And I honestly hope this has reached the right people. And to everyone who commented, like, thank you so fucking much. And if you are watching this, don't listen to anyone, these people that are trying to tell you, oh, you can't do it and all this stuff. Just fucking do it, bro. What fucking matters if Icy Cold XD doesn't fucking get 1,000 views or 10 views? In the big picture of thing, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to improve myself. I'm trying to improve my editing. I'm trying to improve this. But it's about getting up there and giving it a go. Like, now and again, I go for runs. I go like running, jogging, and sometimes I want to stop. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I can't do this. But it's all about putting one leg in front of the other. And maybe it's not jogging. That's just an analogy or metaphor or whatever. But if you're editing, it's like each little step. It's just one tick at a time, 1 second at a time, one click at a time, or whatever you're doing. It's just one little baby step at a time. And doubting that and doubting your ability is pointless, because when you look back 10 years from now, you're going to think you wasted your time. And you're probably thinking right now, from 10 years ago, you wasted your time, because right now I'm nearly 24 and I'm thinking at 14, I gave up too easy and I doubted myself and I wasted my time. And I know when I get to 34, I'm going to think back 10 years ago and think, what the fuck were you doing, bro? Why didn't you carry on pursuing your dreams if I don't keep on doing this? And I'm going to end up doubting myself. But if I keep on pushing through, and even if I don't achieve it, and I don't achieve what I aim to, my dream is to be a YouTuber and talk to people. If I don't achieve that, I knew I at least gave it a go. And in my head, I know I'm content with that. and maybe I discovered something else because I kept on pursuing. And you just got to have that grit and determination. And honestly, I hope this has reached a few people and has hit close to home to some people. And if it has, honestly, just leave a comment. Just leave a comment and I'll reply. I love talking to people and just helping. And I'm really bad at talking at the moment. I'm trying to get better. It's been a long time since I've done this. But honestly, just leave a comment. All the comments before, thank you so much, because it means so much and I can't get over it. Thank you and have a good night.